Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Henry and Susan, and we are here again. Another week has gone by.
It is a crazy week, or last week and this week, because now we have three fires going on in our area.
Three fires. As a matter of fact, when we look out our window, we actually can see the fire fairly close to our area.
You could
And
see.
wow, right there. We bring it up right there, and I can see that.
Right
You can
there.
see how close these fires are. Wow. I mean, this is right outside.
That's one fire.
That's one fire. We were cleaning solar panels today. We had a whole bunch of jobs today for cleaning solar panels. Ash was falling down on the solar panels themselves. And so what happens is you lose production when you get a lot of ash and stuff that is falling from the fires itself. Yesterday, it was extremely windy yesterday, which was very unusual.
It was very, very windy and very gloomy because of all the smoke coming in from the San Bernardino Mountains.
Lots
it
of smoke.
trickled this way east, or actually west, and now there was another fire, probably about 20 in a city about maybe 20 minutes away, and then there's a fire north of us about maybe 10 minutes away,
Not too far.
up in the mountains.
Up in the mountains, but that's a pretty good sized fire that's going on right now. So we're going to get a lot of ash from that because it's so close. It's within, I'd say, 10 miles, right? Pretty much, you know. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of we can smell it. It's really really bad, and just something that you got to be really really careful about, especially with this heat, everything going on.
If you're out there, wear a mask, wear
Something to protect
because
yourself.
you don't want to breathe in that smoke and inhale that, because it's bad for your lungs and bad for your sinuses, and it gives you headaches and
Everything else. I mean, it's just a lot going on right now. I mean, it's very unusual.
for
And-
three fires going on at one time.
And I did say this. I did say this months ago. I said, look out for the fires, look out for the heat, look out for all that. And guess what? It's happening now. There's more fires coming out.
And it's unfortunate because it we don't know exactly what's causing the fires, but a lot of times out here it's because there's people camping out, the homeless are camping out in the mountains, and
Yeah, it's just we don't know what caused
exactly,
it, but yeah, it's just more fires than usual, and we decided to come on tonight because we know tomorrow is
a debate.
the presidential debate. Nobody's going to be watching us because we're going to be, everybody's going to be paying attention to who's going to be the next president of the United States. So we figured
We want to give people the opportunity to watch that.
right, at least to tomorrow, because everybody's back on watching that, so which is great. Hopefully we get something good comes out of it. But yeah, today we were just all day today we were cleaning solar panels all day today, and we can tell by the smoke, by everything else, that it was just going to be one of those weeks because everything now is over 110 degrees, hot, 105 out here, and people out here, just like I said, there's just more fires going on, more smoke, more ash hitting the panels, and the productions are. You're going to start to see the production go down on your solar
So
panels.
somebody just posted, this is in Orange County, this is Huntington Beach, where they see a fire in the
Yeah, that's
But
Orange County.
Orange
So
County area.
yeah,
So there's
so
4 fires going
it's
around.
funny. This morning we were up probably around 6, and as the sun started coming up, it was a really bright orange glow, and you can see throughout the LA
The
basin
haze.
how much haze and smoke that was on. I mean, it was just
The
like
smell, you walk outside and you can smell the smoke.
really, really bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so we figured we'd probably do a podcast today just to kind of talk about that, because it's important that people know what affects their production. And ash from fires will affect your production tremendously. And we want to make sure that if your solar panels are dirty, they're filthy, you're probably not getting very good production coming out of those solar panels. So you want to make sure that you're able to get your solar panels clean at least twice a year. Make sure that they're super clean. We go out there and we take before pictures and after pictures, and we always show the customer the before and the afters, and they're just amazed by what a huge difference their solar panels look like after we get done cleaning them. And uh, we get a lot of compliments after we do clean the solar panels. But what really does it for us is their app. When they check their production on their app and it shot way up, that is huge. We can't make that stuff up, right? That stuff right there, people actually see how much of an increase their production is after they get them clean. And that's one of the big things for us is, hey, don't rely on us to sit there and tell you, that you need to get your solar panel cleaned. Rely on your app to show you that your solar panels really need to be clean, and so forth. Um, so, anything you want to add to that today? I mean, as far as you know, anything that you've seen this week?
If you're out there and it's in a bad area where there's too much smoke and too much ash falling out, I would recommend you reschedule with the customer, because you don't want to be out there inhaling all that, because it can take a toll on you.
And that's a good point. Is rescheduling some of these jobs so some of these customers aren't paying for something that's going to get dirty the next day. Um, and so you got to be really careful when you start scheduling, because and a lot of them, hopefully they understand. Hopefully customers do understand that, hey, you got smoke, you got fire out here right now. um, and this isn't just in San Bernardino County. This is in San Bernardino County,
San Gabriel
San
Valley.
Gabriel Valley, Orange County. So we're getting a lot of even Huntington Beach, which is right there by the ocean, a lot of smoke and ash coming from there. So we we anticipate that we're going to get a lot more phone calls from people calling in saying, "Hey, I need my solar panels cleaned because of my production." We're kind of expecting that, and so we'll look out for that. If you're a solar panel cleaner out there, look out for more business, and hopefully there should be more business, because there should be a lot more people calling just to get their solar panels cleaned, their production back up, and making sure that they are producing the way they should be producing itself.
Mhm.
Yeah. So um, as far as this week has been going on, we've been getting a lot more calls for solar panel cleaning, which is really, really good. I kind of anticipated it to slow down a little bit just because it's becoming to the end of summer. But I think for a lot of you guys out there, there's a lot of you guys out here still working, which is great. Keep it up as long as you can keep it up. And when the rains start to come, that's where things will start to slow down for a lot of people. But you never know. You can provide other services out there to your customers and keep yourself busy all year around. Hopefully, this business itself, and I've seen it over and over again every single year. Um, what the trend is, and so a
It's
lot of
it's unfortunate that when you say about rain is because we have the fires. When it comes to rain, the rainy season, all that, it's going to be a lot of flooding because of the vegetation.
oh yes, yeah. When the fires are happening, there's no vegetation to slow that water down, so get a lot of the
The mud.
mudslides and all that. Usually after a big fire that's happening, and I mean it is hot out there right now. It was 80
It was 80, about 80 degrees at
6 o'clock in the morning. 80 degrees out here in Los Angeles,
Oh,
and
good.
I was like, wow, this is how this day is going to end up. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be one of those days where it's going to be extremely hot throughout the whole day, and cleaning the panels. Yeah, it's never fun in the heat. And that kind of brings me to the point where there's people out here that give us a call, and they want the cheapest price possible. They'll just call you, ask you what you charge. You tell them. I had one person hang up on me. Um, Told him what I charged, and he's like, "Click." I was like, "Okay." I guess you were looking for, cheap. And the thing with that is, once you go cheap with a customer, you can never go higher. You can never raise your prices at all. And we're not all about gouging customers. That's not what we do. We're all about taking care of our business, making sure our business grows every single year. In order to do that, you've got to have profits. If you don't have profits and you're barely breaking even every single year, you're not making money for your company. And this is where a lot of guys will come in, charge $50 to clean solar panels, and they're using the cheapest equipment possible. They don't care if they're scratching the customer's glass, if they're breaking the customer's glass, if they're breaking seals, if they're, you know, damaging microinverters. Customers will never know about that. Whether they're breaking tiles, they'll never know unless that particular person is honest with them and going to sit there and tell them, hey, you know what, I broke something, or I did this, or I did that. And a lot of them out here, um, they won't do that, especially if they're charging $50 a job, to go out there and clean solar panels. So, you got to charge what you are worth. And I've always said that. Charge what you think you're worth. Because if you don't and you try to be cheap like everybody else, you'll never be able to raise that price ever, ever. Because they'll keep reminding you, hey, last time you charged me X amount of dollars. And before you know it, it's like, okay, we'll go ahead and honor that price. I have past customers that I gave them good deals, really good deals, and they remind me every single time they want to reschedule. Hey, last time you charged me this. And guess what? We have to charge the old prices to them. But all the new customers, we're not doing that because we they're these customers have been with us for a long time, and every 6 months they're out there cleaning. And so we want to make sure that we take care of them. Also, at the same time, we want to make sure that we increase our prices like we should be, every single 6 months just to make sure, hey, we're not increasing them every 6 months, but we are making sure every year that we are going with the industry standards. And there's a lot more companies out here that are kind of just doing it on the weekend and come up and they'll just do a really quick job. I mean, just super fast. Come in, clean, and then they're out. And they collect your money and then they're gone. You probably never will see them again because like 6 months down the road, a year down the road, they're not going to be in business because they don't know how to price their jobs out. And that becomes a problem for them. So even yourself, I mean, you go out and you tell some of these customers we can't charge that price, right? Just because it's just way too low for us. You know, it's funny because we got to pay for our car insurance and that's one of the biggest issues with California is all the insurance agencies are running out of California. So trying to get commercial car insurance is way more difficult, way more expensive. I got a quote today, as a matter of fact, on my personal vehicle. I got a quote for $7,000 for insurance on my Jaguar, and I got a beautiful Jaguar, and that was for 6 months. 7 grand. I said, you guys are out of your mind. You're out of your mind. $7,000 for insurance. But everybody's running out of California. All our politicians are chasing people out of California because they are not business friendly. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. There's a lot of big corporations that are running out of California because of taxes, because of the taxes that we're paying. And I don't want to get into that. I'm just telling you, it's becoming harder and harder and harder for somebody to operate a business here in LA because it is very expensive. And there's a lot of people that want to start a business, but they can't. They can't because it's just too expensive. So when it gets very expensive, then these guys out here are just kind of just running away and saying, you know what, we're gonna go to the neighboring state and we'll run our business out of there. So there's only a few selected insurance companies that are here now, and that's becoming a problem for a lot of you guys trying to find insurance for commercial. So are you keeping an eye on the fire over there?
Yeah, and Joey is too.
Oh, okay. Fire's pretty close.
It's gotten bigger,
Gotten bigger. You can see the flames.
and it's actually moving east.
Oh, east.
It's going up and then east.
Yeah, and as it starts to get windier and windier, as you can see, we can see the wind is starting to pick up. So
and that's what they've already started evacuating people closer to the mountains up there.
Yeah, Claremont is only like 5 miles from us, less than that, not even 5 miles, and up there is you can literally see it from outside. It's crazy how many fires that we're getting.
It's like a war zone out here.
Yeah. But I do see quite a few of you guys out here. Appreciate you guys coming on. If you guys have anything in chat, just put it in chat. We will answer some of your questions here. We know a lot of you guys are probably still at work doing your thing. It's only 5 o'clock. And
probably still at work, or maybe people that are being affected by the fires, and
right.
Try to help them out as much as you can, and just be careful out there.
I did get my Starbucks today. Cup of water, as you see, cup of water right there. somebody is watching my diet, and so now I have cups of water. I don't know how that happened, but anyways, you want me here a little bit longer, I guess. So, but yeah, you guys should be busy. You guys should start picking up as far as jobs. Like I said, with all these fires going on, there's going to be a lot of smoke, a lot of ash, a lot of low production on your solar panels.
And
Very
fall
low production.
starts next weekend.
Next weekend,
Mhm.
and our football kicked off this weekend, so a lot of exciting things were happening. If your team, half of your team won and half of your team lost, and for football,
His
that's
team was very exciting to watch.
who is my team?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes. I am one of the worst fans that you can possibly have as a Pittsburgh Steeler, because I'm the guy that's in front of the TV yelling my head off, and and she runs out of the room, say, "Okay, it's time to go now," because I just get so frustrated sometimes. I wish I was the head coach and sit there and say, "Let me run this team the way I want to run it." But
his
there's a
team
reason
won.
why I'm not the head
His
coach.
team won yesterday, so he's in a good mood.
My team did pull it out, barely, but hey, they won. They won, so I can't badmouth them, because they did win, and we're 1-0, which is good. Not so much for you Raider fans out there. Sorry,
Oh, did they lose yesterday?
I think they lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I was watching YouTube, and there was a lot of Raider fans out there that were posting on YouTube, yelling, screaming, hollering. So I don't think it was a good thing for them, but that's okay. Like I said, half of them are going to lose, half of them are going to win on the first game. So that's how it works. But guys, we just wanted to throw this out there, make this video real quick, the live for you guys. We really didn't have anything to talk about today, because we were kind of just like looking at the fires and stuff like that. But I think what we're going to do is probably call it an early day, and we're going to go do our thing, but we just wanted you guys to be really careful out there with all the fires, especially you local boys out there and girls out there that are cleaning solar panels here in the LA
Wear
area.
a mask, cover your eyes.
Cover your eyes, wear a mask, make sure that you are well protected.
Long sleeves, everything.
If you're cleaning solar panels, because it will cause issues in the long run. All Solar Cleaning Services says good evening. Good evening there, Juanito. Please be careful. We definitely are going to be careful out here. It is getting worse and worse and worse. And I can see
it's getting darker.
starting to get dark, really dark. And that's not a good sign when it's dark out there. But, we're indoors. We have a roof over our head. We're, well protected.
Pray for everyone out there that's being affected by this and trying to protect their homes.
Yeah, especially the homeless out there that are out there. I mean, the homeless out there that don't have a place to live. They don't have a choice, and they're going to be breathing this stuff in. I mean, we do care for them and everybody else, because we want to make sure everybody is safe and careful. And with that being said, thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate you guys coming on, and we're going to call it an early one today. Tomorrow is going to be the debates at 5:00. So we're not going to be on, because we know a lot of you guys are going to be out there watching the debates going on, and so
as well as us.
Yeah, we'll be watching too. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Be safe out there. Stay out of the heat and be careful with all the fires and everything going on, and just be safe. We'll catch you guys next week at the regular time, and we'll see you next week, and maybe we'll have a lot more to talk about. All right, guys. See you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. See ya. Peace.